Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Y'all gonna see so many videos from today. I'm just on like a let me do videos frenzy today. I don't know what's going on. This is what happens when I do my makeup on a day off and I don't have nothing else to do. Anyway, today I'm doing a story time. I am going to do a story time about the first time I ever stole. Let's have a moment of silence. Let me give y'all some background. Okay, first of all, I was 5 years old when this happened. And let me just let y'all know, my dad is a pastor, so he don't play no games. Like, if it's morally incorrect, I was in trouble. My brothers used to get beatings. I used to get beatings. I mean, I didn't really get a lot of beatings. Like, I can count how many times I ever got beatings because I saw my brothers get beatings and I was like, I don't want no parts. But my dad and my mom played no games. Like, 0 games. I don't know why I'm laughing because it's not a joke. Like, my parents didn't play. So this is when I was 5 years old. And I know y'all, you know, a lot of people are like, oh yeah, I went to the store and I stole a piece of candy. I was never that bold. Like, I've literally only stolen twice in my life. And this was the first time. And the second time, I can tell y'all a story about that later, but no, my dad, this day was the day that I made up my mind that I was not gonna be a thief. Like, so I'm gonna have to tell y'all later the second time as to why I stole. So, I'm 5 years old. I went to Christian school until 5th grade. So from preschool to 5th grade. 5th grade was my last year in private school. So I started middle school in public school. So I'm going to a Christian private school. And, you know, kids are just so rude. Like, now that I look back at it, it wasn't that big of a deal. But when you're 5 years old and everyone in your class is getting certain things and your parents are just like, no, you're like, why not? Like, I don't get why I can't get it. So all of the kids in my class, like, we all had to bring lunch because we're in private school. And there was like, no, it was a cafeteria, but we only had certain days where they would bring restaurants to our school, which is another thing because my parents weren't going for it. They was like, look, I bought you this food. This what you eating. You ain't getting no Taco Bell, Chick-fil-A, none of that. Like, they didn't play. So all of the kids used to get fruit by the foot, the fruit roll-ups. And my parents was like, nah, but you can get this great value fruit roll-up. Like, they were like, I'm not paying an extra $2 for no fruit by the foot when it's the same fruit roll-up. It's just different shape and a different name. Okay, now I understand that because it's literally like, I'm just like that now. I'm like, bro, I'm not spending extra money on name brand when I could just buy the store brand for cheaper. But I was 5. Like, why they couldn't just give me a fruit by the foot that one time? Like, anyway, so the kids used to make fun of me, like, why your fruit roll-up look like that? Like, why your parents didn't get you fruit by the foot? And I'm just like, I don't know. Like, why are y'all making fun of me for that? So one day, I'm like, you know what? I'm sick of this. Like, I was so irritated with them making fun of me. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna give me a fruit by the foot. So we had cubbies, which I'm pretty sure all kids had cubbies in, you know, when they're 5 in kindergarten. And this girl, her fruit by the foot was in her cubby just chilling because we all had snack time. So I took it and I put it in my cubby. So I'm chilling, I'm cool, you know what I'm saying? Snack time comes around, I pull my fruit by the foot out. I'm like, oh yeah, see, y'all was making fun of me. Look what I got. I mean, I didn't say that, but that's what I was thinking in my head. So, you know, snack time comes and goes. So I'm like, I got away with it. The end of the day rolls around. And I'm not sure how the teacher found out. I'm not sure if the little girl told the teacher. I'm not really sure what happened. All I know is this teacher came to me and was like, Brianna, what did you have for your snack today? And I'm like, a fruit roll-up. She's like, what kind of fruit roll-up? And I'm like, the kind my mom gave me. Like, I was such a smart little child. It was just so bad. I'm still like that. It's really not okay. But at 5 years old, you really just need to pull your life together. So I'm like, the kind my mama bought me? Like, I'm just, what? Why are you asking me this? So she's like, okay. So again, I'm 5 years old, so I'm thinking, oh, I got away with it. You know what I'm saying? She believed me. She walked away. What's done is done. So my dad came and picked me up because when you're in private school, I mean, we didn't have any buses, so your parents had to pick you up. So my dad picks me up and we're in the car and he's like, you got something to tell me? I'm like, no. Oh, okay. So we go home. We get home. He come in my room with the belt. I'm like, why he got this belt? But immediately I think, God, like, I'm like, oh, they got me. Like, I'm so shook at this point. So he like, I'm gonna ask you again. You got something to tell me? I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm keeping up with this lie. What are you talking about? He's like, what you have for your snack today? I'm like, a fruit roll-up. He said, what kind of fruit roll-up? I said, a fruit by the foot. He said, where'd you get that from? I start bawling. Like, I just wanted to be cool. Like, I'm going in at this point. He's like, put your hands out. Yeah. I'm such a drama queen. He beats my hand with the belt a couple times. Like, now that I'm thinking about it, like, I mean, at 5 years old, of course it hurt. But now I'm like, he only hit me like 3 times. But it made a lasting impression, to say the least. So we go through that, and then he sits me down like a good father should. And he's like, you don't steal. Stealing is wrong. Somebody's, you know, earned that. Like, they spent their hard-earned money on that. You don't steal. So, you know, we had that good conversation, and I seriously, that is what instilled, you do not steal, into my head. Like, I see people and there's, you know, like, oh, I'm gonna hit a lick, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to go, no, no, I will not. Like, my parents instilled so much in me when I was younger that now that I'm an adult, I'm like, no, I won't be doing that. Like, oh, y'all think that's cool? I won't be cool today. Like, I see people, they go to like stores and they steal because, not because they have to, just because I don't want to spend my money, so I'm gonna just steal. And I'm like, no, I don't partake. Okay, I don't partake in that. So that is the story of being 5 years old, being a 5-year-old thief. That's what I'm gonna name this video, the 5-year-old thief, because what was wrong with me at 5 years old? Like, there is so many lessons in this story. The first one is do not steal. The second one is teach your kids when they go to school, don't be making fun of other kids because their parents didn't buy them things, okay? It doesn't matter what, as long as you have food and you're eating, that's all that matters. So teach your little kids not to be going to school making fun of other kids because y'all bought them something that the other parents didn't, because you don't know their situation. Like, you know, I was actually a spoiled brat growing up, but my parents didn't buy things that were excessive, things that were unnecessary. But it could have been the opposite. Like, my parents, you know, they made good money, but my parents could have been poor. Of course, none of us were poor. We were all going to private school. But 5-year-olds don't think stuff like that. So teach your kids, like, seriously, you don't know what's going on in somebody's life. So don't be making fun of people. And are there any other lessons that we can learn? Don't lie to your parents, because they more than likely are asking the question because they already know. Like, they already know. They just want to see if you're going to lie. And if you lie, it's going to make it worse. So just tell the truth. And last but not least, if you're a little girl and your dad is the one disciplining, just cry. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But seriously, like, don't be stealing, don't lie, and don't bully people. That's my story. 5 years old. 5-year-old thief. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I have a lot more stories. That's actually like the most basic story of my life. Like, everything else is just a little too extreme. But I'm gonna have more story times, because when I tell my friends my stories, they die laughing. So I just, you know, want to share, because y'all my best friends too. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can see more story times. Hey. Love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye.